Hey guys, my name's Marvin, my channel is Strength Chronicles, and today I'll be doing a bench workout in the new home gym. There's my new rack, there's my multi-station, let's go. Alright, first I'm going to set up the height. Hopefully that's a good angle. Now the reason why I'm doing this, I've always been a chest and back on a different day kind of guy. I was watching Australian Strength Coach, one of his latest bench pressing videos, and he had advised bench, pull down, bench, straight to the pull down. Even though I'm focusing on bench, all the antagonist muscles are getting turned on right now, stimulating, trying to do their job. So hopefully when I do a few heavy sets, it can stabilize my scapulars, it can pull them down and back, and get me through those, grinding, grueling reps. I've got these brand new A7 Rigor Mortis wrist straps, by the way. They are almost the stiffest wrist straps I've ever owned. I've got a bright red color. It's already got a dirt mark and I've only used it once. So this is real home gym 101 type stuff. Every time I rack it up, the rack wants to move back a little. Can't go anywhere. Not the sturdiest setup, but hey, every home gym is slightly different. This rack has got a weight limit of 120 kilos. So if I smash 120, I'm not too sure if the integrity is going to like it. So look, I'm just going to play this one nice and slow and be gentle. And yeah, see how it holds up to 100 first. All right, I'm going to talk you through my setup. Now with my bench press setup, first things first. I sit on the edge of the bench. Second thing, I'm going to slide back like this. I'm going to get my feet in a position that promotes my arch, that makes my arch as strong as possible. Just start with getting them like sort of in the middle of the bench as long as they're behind your knee. And then you're going to take it to the extreme when you slide forward. When I slide forward, what I'm going to do, I'm going to technique cue my heels down and my shoulder blades are going to go down and in. My back will arch, but I'm not necessarily, the technique cue I'm thinking about really isn't arch to back. It's heels down to the ground, even though they're not touching the ground. That's what I'm thinking about. And if my shoulder blades are down and in enough, I'm going to have a nice arch. Watch this. There we go. I'm not thinking of arching the back. My back's not getting sore. So my heels are down and my shoulder blades are depressed and retracted towards my spine and down towards my back pockets. Now, in terms of grip, how I grip, I've experimented with many different kinds of grips. My strongest grip, my road finger, is around the powerlifting knee. How did I get that? I'll tell you later. Now, when I unrack the barbell, I just flex my lats like so. I'm not poking forward, I'm not losing tension. My shoulder blades aren't coming forward at all. They're just staying down and back, and I'm extending my arms while flexing my lats. All right, how did I get that grip width? Literally sit on your knees like this, fall on the floor, where your hands end up, that's probably your strongest grip. You can experiment with different grips. That is a quick way. You can spend years, just experimenting, trying to find the best grip. This way, it's pretty good, and it takes about 5 seconds. All right, I've racked up 80 kilos. I'll show you how I put on my wrist straps. So, most wrist straps nowadays come with this loop. This has two. I believe it's so you can, it doesn't matter what side you go on. If you got it backwards, it doesn't matter because you can still wrap it up. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding anyway. So I go around my wrist. I then I use that line to line it up, and I just slowly creep up a little. Yeah, it's good that I have wrist support, but I like going right up the hand a little bit. I just believe that gives me a greater deal of support than just wrapping it around the wrist heaps of times. And I'll do exactly the same to this. And by the way, my setup, every set is exactly the same. When I'm actually in the motion of bench pressing, man, it's sort of like I don't press with my shoulders. I try and use my entire body to lift the bar up. The more muscles you learn how to use in various movements, the easier they go up, the stronger you get. I'm not going for bodybuilding this set. I'm just working on my execution, on my technique. I'm not going to go, just because this rack is rated 120, and look, I don't know if I'm going to go over 100 on it, I'll just test the integrity of it. But I'm going to focus on excellent technique. That's my number one priority on this session. Also, my warm-up sets, people ask me sometimes about my rep schemes. It sort of depends on a lot of things, but if I'm really going for a single, my first couple of sets I might do 5, 8 reps. But then when I'm getting closer to the single, I'm usually just doing singles. If I'm doing like a 5x5, I might do more. I'll never do 5 because I believe that taxes me for the actual working set. But if I'm doing a 5x5, yeah, I might, let's just say on 180 kilo squat, I might, when I get to 100, I might do 8 to 10, chuck on 140. On that 140, I might do 3 to 5, and then I'll go 160 and I might do 3 reps. If I'm feeling good, I might jump straight to 180. If I'm not, I'll put on 170. I might do a double on 170. But I always approach a certain weight, treat it with a certain amount of respect. You don't want to get caught out, get injured because, you've timed the warm-up sets wrong. It's not even your working set, but, quite often the working set, you're respecting the weight. In the warm-up, you're just like, man, just when am I going to fucking get to the working weight? Hurry up. And then, that's, personally, I've got injured like that, and I've seen people get injured like that too. So yeah, always respect the warm-up sets and treat them like your working sets.